guys, welcome back. It's Jody Solis. And we are self-isolating in COVID-19 quarantine. Yay. Okay, so this is only my second week. Everybody else started before me of self-isolation. Like, I still had to go to work and stuff, so like it wasn't that big of a deal to me. And then like I don't go out really. Like, I get my groceries delivered, I get food delivered. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. But then like once I started having to work from home, that's when I was like, yay! I get to clean my apartment. And that happened the first day, and then now we're on week 2, and I'm like, now what? So, I figured you guys would like something to do. So, and like once I feel like really disappointed in myself, like not being productive or like not getting something done or like just being lazy for a whole week, I like get really down on myself. Like, I'm harder on myself than I should be, but whatever. So anyway, the point was, this book that I'm about to give you a review on actually really helps me feel better about myself. And like, even if I am lazy, like, it's like, hey, yeah, learn from it. How are you gonna do better? Yeah, you fell back again. How are you gonna do better? But it just like helps you motivate yourself. So I figured this is the perfect book to start off with in a book review, so you can have something to do. And bonus, there's 2 more for the series. So this one is You Are Badass by Sincero. She's Italian, I think. This is awkward because my patio door is open and I watch people on their patios all day, and I see somebody looking at me, and it's pretty obvious what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm embarrassed. Okay, so I really, really like this book. I didn't think that this would be like the first book that I would review on here. I thought it was gonna be like one of the adventure ones. But so I went through like a pretty hard time last year, and that's when I found self-help books. Like, I thought they were super dumb at first. Like, I was like, I don't need that. Like, I already know what's wrong. Like, it's fine. Like, whatever. But they actually really, really help. Like, really help. So, and this one especially, like, I have read it maybe 5 times. Like, I keep rereading it, and it's like, because once you like fall back, I guess, then you're like, you need a reminder. And like, once every single time like I start over with this book, like, I'm like, oh crap, my bad, I didn't listen hard enough. Like, let me underline that and like let me do better. So I found it, like, I think I was just looking for like one of the most popular like self-help books, and it was suggested to me, and it really helps. Like I said, like, I went through a hard time last year, and it really helped like with pulling myself up, and pulling myself up through like each little, when I get into like little depression moods and stuff like that, like I get really down, and it can show, like, it'll show like in my apartment, like, at least like it'll be super dirty, like gross, and it really like helps motivate me, like, for real, like, or it'll like push me to learn something new, or go somewhere, or go camping or something like that. Like, it's super, like, I really like it. Like, especially with work too, it really helped with that. Like, last year, I almost quit because it got so bad. Like, I would like listen to this book like on the way to work, like crying, like not wanting to go. And I'm like, it also reminds me that because I don't feel like I'm living up to my potential, like, I feel like I'm past like the beginner part, you know, of my work, and like being stuck there like really brings me down, and like feeling like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or like I have already learned some of this stuff, so that I feel like I need to progress, and I feel like I'm being held back. So I feel like the whole time, like, especially last year when other people were being not that great and like making me dread coming into work, crying on the way to work, like not wanting to go in, like this book like really helped me like realize that, yeah, I probably am not living up to my potential and that I could be doing better, and reminding me that I don't have to stay there, like I don't have to be stuck, like I won't be there forever, like I won't, like, so don't feel like that, and like find what you're about to do next then. Like very, very helpful with that. Also, she like the way the thing I think I really like about this book, other like more than like the other self-help books that like I've tried, it's the way she talks. Like, yes, I read it on Audible and she's talking, but like even like reading it outside of Audible, like the way she says things, like it's very real, it feels like she's talking directly to me, and I've never met her before, you know, like she's very relaxed and a lot like me. I feel like she very relatable, like talks like me. Like she also explains like how she started out and like how she ended up reading self-help books for herself and then ended up like doing better, you know. She explains like where she came from. Like she said, like it's not like she was like super rock bottom, but she knew she like wasn't living up to her potential. Also, she played bass in a freaking band, which I think is so cool. Like obviously she's more outgoing and not as shy as me, but like to be like even relate to her on like that level like was crazy. And she didn't care about like society, like what to be normal, like, you know, like you don't have to like talk a certain way because you're a girl, like not say things, like doesn't care about social norms, I guess. And then she like also explains like how like the same thing, like she knows what she wants, she knew what she wanted to do, but didn't know how to like focus on like doing it, like bringing it out of her like dream job. Like what? I thought this was my dream job, and I guess it was, but like now I have like bigger and better things I want to do, and like just like her, like I could be doing other things, helping other people and like stuff like that. So she's very, very relatable and like very, I guess, cool. Like, yeah. Also, the book is structured like kind of like a step-by-step help you how to, like very, very helpful. Like it's very step-by-step. Like part 1, it's in parts and then it has chapters. So part 1 is how you got this way. So like she will help you like realize why you're being like this, like what the underlying reason is, like that you're not thinking about. Like it could be like anything, as like you feel like you have to do things because you're friends, or like you're not doing something because you don't want to be embarrassed because of your friends or in front of your friends or whatever. The second part is how to embrace your inner badass, which is mostly about loving yourself and like seeing like you are doing the best you can, like most situations and stuff like that. Part 3 is how to tap into the mother load, which is probably the hardest part for me, which was like the meditation, like doing what you say, putting positive things out there, like manifestation basically. Part 4 is how to get over your BS already. It really says BS, I didn't censor that. Like again, kind of part 1, like figuring out what's wrong with you, like procrastination, stuff like that, but like why you're doing it, and like, hey, when you notice it, stop it. And then part 5 is how to kick some ass, like make your decision of gonna be doing better and stuff like that. It's a really good structured book, I think. I think that's like, it helps it read easy too. Like you want to know, like, okay, now I'm good. What next? And like when I was trying to like reread this like really quick just for this like video to know like what to talk about, even like the introduction alone, like made me want to read it all over again. Freaking like I want to read the whole thing to you, but like I'm not, because that'll give away a lot of good stuff. But even just her first few pages are like really good. Like just the introduction, and like in each chapter, like she will give you like a quote from like somebody famous and be like, motivational, it's nice. So even in her introduction, she's like, I always felt like, come on, is this the best I can do? Really? I'm gonna make just enough to pay my rent this month? Again? I'm going to spend another year dating a bunch of weirdos so I can be in all these wobbly, non-committal relationships and create even more drama? Really? And I'm seriously going to question what my deeper purpose is and wallow in the misery of that quagmire for the millionth time? Attacked. Like, is she watching me? Like, it was a snore. This happens to me so many times, and it's like when I finally read this, even just that one part, I was like, frick! I felt like I was going through the motions of living my lukewarm life with this occasional flare-ups of awesomeness here and there. And the most painful part was that deep down I knew I was a total rock star, that I had the power to give and receive and love with the best of them, and that I could leap tall buildings in a single bound and can create anything I put my mind to. And what's that? Then she goes into more things. But like just that alone is like, how do you not want to read all of it? She like says things like, wanting can be done sitting on the couch with a bong in your hand and a travel magazine in your lap. Deciding means jumping in all the way, doing whatever it takes, and going after your dreams with the tenacity of a dateless cheerleader before prom night. She also says other things that I've been trying to tell myself over and over again and try to help you guys with. Things like, you'll probably have to do things you've never imagined you'd do, because if any of your friends saw you doing it or spending money on it, you'd never live it down. You're gonna have to push past your fears, fail over and over again, and make a habit of doing things you're not so comfy doing. You're going to have to let go of old limiting beliefs and cling to your decision to create the life you desire, like your life depends on it. But guess what? Your life does depend on it. So like just that alone, inspirational AF, and just makes me want to go out and conquer the world. Like, I just want to punch somebody in the face. It's really good. Also, her second book that she came out with is You're a Badass at Making Money. My friend actually asked me if this was worth getting. At first I said not really, but because it says a lot of the same things in here. So it's kind of repetitive, and I don't like repetitive. Like, I hate repeating myself. Like, I hate redundancy, like, stupid. But now that, like, I was going back through it, I think I might suggest it now. Like, not promoting her, but, like, I think if you're doing it right after this one, it'd be good, like, for the momentum. Like, if you're going out and doing what you want, blah, 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 and then you're like, okay, also, I want to make all this money, like she did. And then, like, the momentum after this book to this book would probably work way better than, like, what I did was, like, pause, wait for this to come in, finish a book, and then start reading this, like, because she also puts in, like, other books that she learned from, like, that I don't have yet, but would probably get now, like, that, now that I'm, like, rereading this one. And so I would probably suggest this one too. And then she has a third one of You Are a Badass Every Day. So she even says, for anyone who has ever had trouble staying motivated while trailblazing towards badassery, You Are a Badass Every Day is the companion to keep you fresh, focused, mighty, and driven. In 100 exercises, reflections, and cues that you can use to immediately realign your mind and keep your resolve unwavering. What? This guide will show you how to turn the breakthroughs catalyzed by Sincero's iconic book, You Are a Badass, and You Are a Badass at Making Money into real results. Basically, just a reminder, you are awesome! But like little things, like exercises as well. And then, like when I was at Barnes & Noble, like getting Christmas gifts or whatever, I found this cool thing.
You create your reality. Feed fear a suck-it sandwich. You are a badass. You can do it! Do what you love. You create your reality.
So cool. And then it came with like this little mini version of the book. And there was also like magnets and buttons and a patch. So I got all the things. I don't love her or anything, it's fine. But honestly, I think I would suggest all three. Just, especially during this time, if you feel like bad about yourself or like want to like make yourself better, like I would 100% suggest this so that we can all like come out of this quarantine like better, not like lazy, not have learned anything. Like I would think we should all do this. But yeah, that's it. That's this book. I would highly recommend it. If you see any other book on here that you want to know about, just let me know. And then if you want me to read a book for you, to give you a review and suggest it or not, then you can do that too. Like, I don't mind. I have a bunch of books that I just got in the mail. Like, I spent $90 on like 5 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no big deal. My bad. But and I mostly read nonfiction books or Harry Potter. But yeah, just yeah. You are a badass. Yeah, and come back next time for other cool stuff, bud. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Okay, whatever.